Welcome back to my craft room. I am calling this controlled chaos. Controlled because I got everything in here. Chaos because, well, it's chaotic. However, let me shut those blinds. I'm getting quite a glare. Over here too. Hold on. What I'm trying to do now is get everything out of the way because the table will go here. So I put those came from Hobby Lobby, but they're great because they have all these drawers on them and they're just wonderful for putting things in. I did put saran wrap on them for the move. On this side that's going to be my assemblage cabinet where I put all my little pieces and my finished pieces and that kind of thing. I have the scrapbook unit here, and then this came from Hobby Lobby, the multi-drawer. And this stuff I've had in here, well, for years, but these came from Tuesday Morning. I don't know if you remember that store, but they had great scrapbooking stuff. I could get those magnet would it be, I could put magnet and make them magnetic. I think Dollar Tree sells those. But just many, many fun little drawers. And I have it stuffed. Oh my gosh. Some blank envelopes to work with, some bottles, Target, the little witch's brooms. I need 2 hands to open those. And then I do have one desk here. This is my old work desk and the printer cabinet because we're going to put the printer in here. We don't really have an office space. And then over here is Mark's old work desk and his chair. So I scarfed it. I gave him my architect desk and I took this. So my idea is to line it with all my little cubbies I have that I've collected or, had hanging once before. And I don't know where I want to put nail holes yet. So I'm trying to get all my cabinets out, gather them, see what I have. And then here, you may have seen this at the old house. You may have seen this at the old house. But my scrapbooking paper is all in here. And it is basically the same how it was. I have a video where I show what's in it. Authentique up here. I did put Christmas over in these two. And I think Halloween is down. I don't know why I put Halloween so low, but Halloween's down here. Every day, I think I was trying to keep the gummed with the gummed paper pads. So, like everyday stuff. And then remember these packets, you can still get them, you can still buy them like this. But a lot of mine came from Tuesday Morning. I tried to gather them just because they tend to bend a little more. There's my IKEA Calyx, is that what it's called? Unit. And then this was what was underneath my architect desk. These 2 units. They fit perfectly and gave me a little bit of room for my feet. But now I have a table and I did measure it out and I should have enough room for my feet and then to work with. And then these will kind of buffer. And then if I got any room, because it's a longer table, 70 inches, I can put, I think I'm going to put this up against there. And this comes with drawers. That came from Hobby Lobby as well. So what did I really bring you in here for? Well, I'll just kind of show you how it's looking. I got that at Decor Steals. It was in the box. We just took it out when we moved here. And Hobby Lobby unit, Michael's, that was pinned up on the wall at the old house. And all the other good stuff. Okay, wanted to flip you there. So, those boxes, and I can't find them hardly anymore. With the locking clasp, you can find the kind that are like magnetic. And I do have a couple of those where it flips over and it's, where is it at? But like this one right here. It's that magnet. But I wanted the handle or the clasp, and I tagged them. And they're full of all kinds of stuff. Fabric, Tim Holtz, ribbons, Tim Holtz. A lot of Tim Holtz, I see. AliExpress, stickers with tape. Stickers with tape. I don't know. I have to open it up and see. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let me pull one. The hardest part for me is finding somewhere to set something to look at it. That's where the organization comes in, right? So this says AliExpress stickers washi tape. Oh, goodness, girl. So look at all that cute little washi tape. And then I have stickers. More stickers. Cards. I think these are stickers. Yeah, vintage sticker. I have an open box of those. There's a lot in there. Christmas Weekly. Oh, little cards, I do believe. Yeah, those are all still sealed. I know I have an open one hanging out. But now that I'm in my final craft room, let me just say, I will be getting into everything I have hoarded and collected. I'm getting older, not younger. It's time to really just start enjoying stuff. And it's time to get my act together and, making things and hopefully selling things. And I have a vintage channel, Cat and Paul's Mercantile. And we kept the old house, and I'm making an antique store out of it. However, I cannot have it open. I can't. I can run a home business in there. I cannot, put a sign out and open. Well, I can have people come in. It's my house. But basically not run it as a known storefront. I can't join the programs and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing online sales, and I'll probably hold a couple private events, maybe a couple pop-ups, things like that. Oh my gosh, it's coming out the bottom, but these are just little cards. Well, actually they're little pieces of paper. Now I'm making a mess. This is what I did not want to do, make a mess. But how stinking sweet are those? How cute will they look in a journal or on a tag or all the good stuff. I thought about, and I've mentioned this before, I thought about really doing a Patreon account because I think I have enough stuff, old and new, that I could pull it off and give, send something creative every month. I have old order forms, and I won this box at auction, and it has a lot. And I could really, pull off a Patreon Happy Mail, something like that. I think I could, instead of selling them individually. So there's all kinds of stuff in there, and then all kinds of stuff in here, and that is empty. I did have all my old cards in there, and I think I might go ahead and reuse it for all my vintage greeting cards, postcards, etc. I'm going to put beads and stuff like that in those and other stuff. I was just going to pull one out to put some paper in it. And these open up. I have charms from AliExpress, basically. I thought that'd be fun to pull a tray out. We'll fill it up with charms and put it back in there. And then these pull out, and they do get bigger. Well, there's a big one on the bottom. And I thought put my beads in here, my loose, I have those bubblegum beads. That way I can just pull a drawer or wheel back and open it and grab beads to make a dangle. Oh my goodness, I think these go in pretty easily. I'm looking, there we go. My idea is to have the table here and my main chair here. So when I'm filming, you'll see this behind me. But I'll be able to flip over and work over there, and then have all my sunblock stuff over there. So that's my thought process. Oh, I got a hair on me that's floating in the wind there. Okay, hold on. I want to show you something. To put away that box so I can put this box away in something. So here's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm not thinking it, I'm doing it. Pull a drawer, put it over here. I hate using one of my really deep, thick ones, but I want to get all this paper into here. So it's vintage cards and a refill pad for $4. What's the best way to do this without making you dizzy? More cards, envelope, old tablet. I don't even have to age it. It is aged. Old composition book. Well, I don't think that's all going to fit anyways. Old paper. This tablet. $19.92. Prepared tracing paper. Well, I have not looked at this stuff in a while. Yeah, I see now. It's a lost cause. It is not fitting. Probably only some of the big stuff. Then I gotta find a place for the cards. Well, I'll do that probably off camera. More composition books. An old receipt. Book. Fun to put in journals. I like to leave usually those blank because then you can write a list out, like a Christmas list or to-do list, and then, stuck it back in there or not. And then this is an old postcard album, I believe. No, maybe not. No, it's not. It's an old planner. Yes, it is. Huh. Trying to read the print down there. Right there. Maybe you can. Well, I could say this box is empty, but it's really not. I just moved it over to there. I do have my rolly cart, and I do plan to leave that here. It's just set up against that. I got it at, I think, Home Goods, and right now it's just full of stuff, but I want to say I have another one. If I do, I'll probably just put it on the other side. Anyways, where I'm at. This is the chaos, but it's all in the room, and I just got to unbox it and get it put away. But I'm excited to get the table. That is the final piece, and then I want to see what chairs work in here, and then it's go time. Well, of course, getting everything put away, but yeah, we'll do that together. We'll definitely do the beads together. I just got to pull out all my AliExpress stuff. We'll do the charms together. We'll do a little organizing together, and then we'll do a final video, and then we'll get into crafting. And it's game on after that. So thanks for joining me. And this is it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.